Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. My streams, they're for more mature audiences, so please do keep that in mind as you watch this playthrough. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Hello, it's Future Me, Past Me, here to tell you as a PSA that there are some flashing moments in this game. That is, ever since the update dropped for 2.9.0, as well as the DLC. It's mostly very subtle, but it happened when I was getting items, that is from the, I believe, crafting bench, and if not, even also the Jam Jamboree stand. It just so happened that just receiving the items very quickly, it was flashy too, anytime that happened. And also in the DLC itself, it happened. There's one particular area, you could say, with the garden, that off to the right, there's just this hedge that likes to flash a little bit. I just want to put that warning out there. It's not super terrible, but in case you are someone who is sensitive to that, just thought I'd put this warning in here. So keep that in mind, and hopefully in the future, they will have that patched out and updated. But of course, too, please enjoy the video starting now. Let's go ahead and jump into Hello Kitty Island Adventure and see what there is to see. There was no secret jumping in, so you're as caught up as I am. And as far as what's here and happening, if anything is happening, which neither here nor there, right? A glowing door is a good sign. You've already found the treasure inside. I feel like it should be the opposite. I feel like if it's not glowing, that means... Anyways. I don't know, the tip... Don't tell me she's coming soon at... No, you didn't see that. Nope. How dare. But oh? Hello? What? He's got a different... I mean, when I say different outfit, it's because you can put them in the resort outfit. But like, this is what I was talking about sometimes, how it, you know, when you talk to them and you're like, hey, you know, let me change your... Hi there, buddy. You knew to come by. Let me change your outfit, but they have like nothing else as an option. They're just kind of basic. Cool. I was just editing the part where I was talking with him. Pissed over here. What's up? You look really fancy. Come with me. We've got a problem. How far? We teleported so far. They're so cute. Good, you're here. We've got big trouble. They could have also, to be fair, brought big trouble because they were troublemakers last time. Big trouble. What's the issue? Sounds serious. The trouble is, there's someone spookier than us on this island. Karumi? Uh-oh. And that can't stand. It can't stand. I love how we saw you a second ago, and now he'll never be in that outfit again. That's great. But he's in a newer outfit, so it's even better, right? Oh, you two look amazing in our spooky celebration outfits. Amazing? No, we're scary. The scariest. I guess, but it's hard being scared of your friends. We're not friends, we're demons. Oh, well, we can be both. Bye. Come back. See, this is the trouble. We need a plan. And you're gonna help us, just as soon as we figure out what it is. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Shh. Okay. And now we get 2 pieces of the puzzle, of course, because while it is very fancy, it already... Thank gosh the weather has been fixed. Have begun part 2 of the lovely Spooky celebration. I would say personally for me, the number I would want to get to is day 7 because, well, yeah, I would love the full ensemble and not part of the ensemble. But we will see how that goes. I shrug, but exciting all the same about where this is gonna go, and also very curious about where this is gonna go. I know what I need to do. But yeah, last time we didn't have weather change at all. Baked treats in the oven, so yay! But also, that begs the question. Also, I'm surprised it actually gave it to me, the 45. Apparently, I did exactly what it needed and wanted. Excellent. Without even trying. So we'll see how that turns out as well. We actually get to continue a lair. Perfect. I didn't realize that. I guess you would still continue anything. Exciting. Of course, the regular prank. Relax. This was something I never did, but it was on the PC version of the game. I don't understand what the quest was about, but I know it was a quest. I mean, not necessarily this kind of quest, but it was like a quest. Some sort. Because I've never gone on the roof. Never was told to go on the roof. So that's interesting, just pointing it out. And then, of course... Listen, you need to cool it with the wand making. It isn't that serious. But what is serious, of course, is the true meaning of friendship. This is where we are in case anyone forgot. Again, slow crawl, but we're here for it. Every step of the way. Now, buddy. Nope. Yes. Whenever you're anxious, you go see my melody. I'm just gonna ask you, because you're here. But also, I have a more important question to ask you, buddy. Because tragedy has struck, unfortunately. Did it just... It totally did, didn't it? Spooky celebration Lolita outfit, yep. Yep, that's right. And now I'm gonna break the game because then the game's gonna get confused and that's okay. I'm kidding. Nope, it really is. It just disappeared. Okay, weird. Full day. Halloween season. I'm just taking advantage of the time. Good for it. Nice! Look at the chair. Sweet, sweet chair. I love how you still say that. That's really funny to me. And then... this. Excellent. Relieve! I don't want to change my outfit though. Not gonna lie. I've been thinking about it. I mean, it's not even the full outfit that I want the character to wear. I don't know why you startled me for a second. Thanks. Oh, right. Again, I am so sad that you do not have other combinations. I'll save that for later. Right now we're in the mood. I mean, I'm wearing one, the character can wear one. I don't have a thing in my hair. That's okay, let alone a monocle and let alone some wings in the back. But you know what? Don't worry about it. But speaking of wings, oh dear. They're higher. There we go. To match. A beautiful piece. I usually don't wear these kind of outfits. I'm changing it up. But of course, there's still one other thing that I should change up. Up at some point. I did not expect him to actually still be in that. I wanted just to say I have one. Even though I know they put it all in the compilation. Just fine. Oh, also, I guess I was thinking of this too. Not out loud, just again, oh, in my head. But I wanted to change these. And I think they should be at the top. The balloons. Just somewhere else. Should have changed them sooner. I did not celebrate properly. Terrible. Let alone change the character. What am I doing? Not doing anything. Apparently. That's what. Not going with the theme except for how I look. But that's okay. I have fun with it, and that's the whole point, is to have fun with it. He startled me for a second, because then also I was like, oh my gosh. The rare time again where we can see a tail. I was kind of used to the other outfit, so it just didn't occur to me about this one. I will say that this little space, I miss it being filled. Filled with something. I feel like it's missing. Like, you know, more... I guess you could say... decorations. Here you go, buddy. I'll do it. Again, it's never easy figuring out how I want go about it. It did rain, apparently. I said that for the other ones, but I just thought I missed those at another point. But that one, I feel like I would have noticed. But maybe I didn't go up here, then maybe what am I talking about? I wouldn't have noticed the thing. Gosh darn it. Every time I pick them up, I'm like, it has to be a new one, right? And then at the same time, it's like, psych. I'm like, but why? Why? Alright. Full send. No! Oh, well. I also love how he's still in his outfit, by the way. It's so funny. Again, I would love to change her and hers, but I'm like, the game's gonna do me dirty. Game's gonna be like, ahaha, you thought. Oh dear. Whoosh. Collect. Oh dear. Not there. Fair enough. Looking around. Oh my gosh. Even collecting these are gonna put it off. Since the sun is rising, I forgot to say is that we won't have the glorious opportunity to finish up with the other part. But that's okay. Oh my gosh, you are here. Good thing I checked. Can you imagine? Yes. I go all the way over there, take care of the flowers, and be like, why isn't she here? Why? What? I get... I'm sorry, I don't look at the tags enough. That just kind of hurts in a different way that's a... Anyways. I was looking for one of these, actually. Oh yeah, your prank supplies. I like half skimmed it, but didn't actually understand about prank and supplies. That's so good. big brain. It will never be complete. Shake my head every time we get one. Hi, buddy. Wait. For a second, I thought I did it, but then I didn't think I did. Thank goodness. It's must be because we've run into him a whole bunch. Oh, there you go. We'll worry about bacon later. That does look different. Okay. Sorry. Like, why does the cart look like this? It's because it looks like that. Huh? And he just arrived. Funny. Let's do it. Dang it. Oh dear. Are you in like your maybe position? Or proceed to the route we will, and we'll be there in just one shake of our beautiful tail to the other patch, because, well, that's what I want to do. See, just like that. Da, 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 da. Damn. Always so hopeful. We had a little bit of a journey, and now we are back. And of course, while I did take care of the stuff, it unfortunately doesn't stick around on purpose. I get it. I also forgot to say when I've opened this before is that Starfall is going to happen later, but you know, are we as excited about it as we think, or are we as disappointed as we know? You decide. But you hang out over there. I forgot since they've moved in. You do, sir. Happy. Where does your mom hang out? Relaxing. That would be the next question. Not that I need easy to know, but here you go. Oh my gosh, let me go around it for a moment, do a little do-si-do. And we get the Karumi pillow! Wow, it's like the game can hear what's happening in the chat. And only if you're here you know what's happened in the chat. Wow. Timing is everything, especially when it goes chapoof back there, huh? Renders. Fine. Okay. Well, luckily the fog of sorts is the blinding light here of the midday. Is fine as we enter, of course, the town, but I did not actually mean to be fully, but maybe if I have Buddy I can do this, right? Probably better. Or I keep on forgetting. I wish my brain remembered better, but I don't. Okay. There we go. We didn't need Buddy, but of course if you didn't have the DLC, Buddy definitely could have got us there. But yeah, I've never need to be up here. That's so interesting to me. Again, it was for a very specific quest. Don't really understand what was involved with the quest exactly, other than you needed to be on top of the mantle. So, ta-da! Okay, and the last one, and then baking, and then Batsumaru is actually the one. Okay. Curious. We'll do this. Excellent. Up over that. You can live. It was like, ah, it's too much. It's too powerful. Game's right though. Always forget this. There we go. That pink ombre is still going strong, man. Fair enough. I just took a gamble. I should probably also, I mean, since it's been a little bit. And the reason why I'm collecting these two is because, well, you gotta have fertilizer, right? I really just wish there was a fast travel point over here. I mean, it's not painful to get to in as far as distance, but it still feels so out of the way. And this is exactly the kind of place where, you know, Boo would be hiding and I'd be like, nope, I don't see him. Just be chilling on a rock somewhere. Like the badass he is. And yes, I'm talking about the top hat. Yes! Gudetama. Because he so would be. Whoopsies. Wrong way. Nope. Nope. I can't read. Oh my god, I can't read. It's this way. It is. Right? No? Oh my gosh, yes. It's because of the way it looks, because it's still technically a part, like in my eyes, gemstone, but they consider it Icy Peak. And I don't mean this particular fast travel, I meant the one before it for the entrance. It's fine. We go. I really wish this looked visually different, because I think it would look really, really cool. No pun intended. But alas. Oops, sorry. Game is like, I don't think so. I'm like, but please? Like, how else are you supposed to get combinations with that one, man? And that was the hardest one, for whatever reason. That's why you just fertilize, fertilize, fertilize. Though the fact that these were so easy makes me question a lot. Okay, Coldra. Sorry. Yay! Let's just what? All right, obsidian. Now with that, I guess I can just take care of this one for the heck of it. But otherwise, I would say that we're good, minus going underwater. But again, going underwater, is it really worth it? I mean, yes and no. They're just my least favorite alongside these. I know we haven't gone to the main part yet. Or, when I say main part, I mean main part as in flower main part. But let's do it. Gazebo. And of course, I gotta have my bestie, you know who, DLC character with us. Again, her power has actually worked. Maybe not the amount of times that I'm hoping for, but it still has worked. So I'm happy for it. I'm here for it. And why not? You know, gotta just sometimes take the companions that make you question that 5%. Well, excuse me, Island Spirit. Anyways, we are collecting. We are out here also collecting all of this hot mess. Alrighty. So those are also going to be the same. So actually her 5% work double time for those. That's cool. But, you know. As for anything else, well, only hope. Okay. Pop off. Not that I need those, but... Okay. Again, it's... If she's not really getting us the pattern, then it's just the regular, but again, at having her... Can't emphasize enough how it feels like it's doing more. Because it has to work overtime. Is it gonna give us the 5 or not? Dun dun dun! Collect. Collect. For the times that the palm puffs are going to be relevant again. When that is, I do not know. Wow! And so, can, you can, I guess, get a sneak peek of what is to come if you don't actually water yet, so... Not necessary, but it is a thing. Damn. 138. Just waiting for that moonbeam to come back, and then I'll have her with us, and we'll see if we get the 50-50. Because that's insane! That we only got one moonbeam. I can't get over that. I mean, I can, but it's the principle. Oh, I meant to try harder for that comic. Oh gosh. Luckily, the game is very generous, and the claw just yoink. And there we go. Okay, we didn't get the 50-50 this time. It's fine. But we got it, and that's what counts, because now we can leave and feel great about our victory all the same. Okay. Ugh. I forget how magnetic things are. Kind of wild. It's okay. We had the magic helping. No! Happen elsewhere. Oh my gosh. It's stuck on the English words. Yeah. Not a surprise. Ah! No way. Again, can't emphasize, I'm sorry about the flash is enough. But good news! Looky-loo! Glorious, isn't it? I flipped up real bad, but we good. So I collect it. I water it. Okay. And then these spawn as well, which is absolutely fantastic. This is exactly what I wanted, except for you, but I guess it's not the end of the world. That's actually fine. So this is gonna be, again, lucky us. But yeah, I'm gonna full send it again, so. Shazam! They're different ones, okay? It's fine. We came out victorious in the end, and that's what matters. Again, I'm only having fun with the flowers. Nothing is super serious yet, but glad to know that you're not screwed if you get a hybrid. It will actually spawn the original base flower of it all. But yeah, don't also maybe fertilize when you have a quest going and, you know, you don't actually have the flower yet. You know, that's always a lesson learned. I do wonder how the other flowers can become, though, the black, because to be fair, if I had a way to plant them, I would do it, because I think they're pretty. I do, even if they're not natural. You know what I mean? And magic. Never mind. Get those. These. That too. That. Those. Oh no. Dang. For real though? Thank you. I'm about to lose it going up places. I don't know if these actually ever reach max, but Or we're close to it? I guess not yet, because they weren't all filled, but... Curiouser and curiouser. Alright. Let's full send it again. With water and magic. I can still hope. I mean... They're not set up to do the pattern correctly, but... Who said they had to if her magical powers should work on other flowers? You know what I'm saying? Not that I like that pattern. I think it's one of the more little patterns. Like, ugh. I wish it was more blended, I guess. Is that what I'm thinking I would want? Why is it always on the orange? Who hurt you? Why do you want to be the one to show off? Just asking for a friend, no big deal. The sun can't go down fast enough. That's what I'm kind of half waiting for. But, understood. Carry on. I waited on purpose. For you? Not that I really need it, but you know. Again, we have so many because she's amazing. When her ability kicks in. Okay, then I forgot about the clouds, because, you know, who needs them? I don't. So I guess waiting wasn't exactly in the cards for me, but that's fine. We're the bestest! And then this patch. Magic still happened. Did not mean to brush it. It's fine. I know when I play it back, you can't hear any of that really, so... But it's the fact that I still happen to run into it. It's just, ugh, it gets me. To the moon base. Wee. All right. Huh? Okay, we all witnessed that like disappeared before I was near it, right? That's cool. I didn't want it. Or if I got it, it just thought I was there or something. That was weird. All right. Well, after all of that beautiful work that we put in, that we mastered, it is time to put in other work. As the sun still continues to go down as slow as ever. And we'll just hit the wrong button because my brain wants to be like we're elsewhere. And then we'll just do this and it's great. I'm just gonna make more of these. Because we want the tofu anyways, so... Oh, I should have made one more. Whoopsies. I kid. We're baking away. One more. Fantastic! Yeah. Dancing. 5 game tickets. All right. Almost. So close, yet so far. We asked Buddy to join us. Hi there. Okay. My bad. Don't want to help us out, buddy? He did. That's what I thought happened. Oof. Okay, for a second, it was there. There we go. It did not like that. At all. It was like... I don't know about that one. And then finally it was like, okay, yeah, that's what we're about to do. So don't do it. Don't do what I do. And be a sad little fowl trying to do some trades in a shop, okay? You know, to be fair, I am probably not supposed to be in the shop. You know, it's fair. I am the problem. And now that is the solution. There we go. Oh dear. Then, oh my gosh, we go to her place. We trade the most beautiful trades that we could have ever traded. By the way. How did we get this stuffy? Ah! Exciting. Sorry. And he helped us get an extra. What a guy. And then, of course, we get the armchair, because we're crazy like that, even if we never put it on anybody's home, because why would I put it on anybody's home? I don't know. I don't like how expensive you are, but I'll do it. Oh, sorry about the flashes. I'll get one, whatever. What a guy. Dang it, Rainbow Reef, you gotta be kidding me. The game is trolling. When does it not troll? When does it not? I figured this was gonna happen. I'm not bitter, I just am expressing the fact that I knew they were gonna appear here. That means the hat will appear at some point. But why in the world is this 10? Where has this broom been? Okay, I would see it as being like a 5. But like a 10? Everything is so expensive. And Home Skilly is like... I don't want to help you, but I could. 15, bro. I know I wasn't done either. Shoot. Let's go. Not that I was counting very much. I'm pretty bad. This one's just for you. That whole area is just full of nonsense. I wish you could also ask the visitors. Here you go. He's so chill about it. But yeah, this whole area is there. Used to be the flower was there, now it's the station behind her. Like, that's where it is. That's so funny. Alright. Wrong button. It's always a treat. It is always a treat. Let's go back here. Talk to you. See how you feel. It's stuck. Uh-huh. Trick you say? Stick I say. He thinks he's so clever. But does he know how powerful we really are? Psh. So yes, okay, that was it. So, in case that wasn't obvious either. Alright. 11. So just enough. Either hold out or spend. I guess I'll hold out. No one to hold them, no one to fold them. So, now that everything is basically done in the way of air quotes chores that I like to do, minus DLC chores, which I've intermingled, yes, with it, / not with just trying to stick with the base. Trying to be better at keeping them a little bit more separate, minus of course having her tag along. Again, it will maybe inspire you to possibly pick up the DLC if you so choose, but I do think it's a little bit of a ripoff to have her basically be locked behind DLC in order to have the flowers kind of have at least a higher chance at possibly being a pattern. That is the one pattern that we have seen. But, you know, I guess whatever you gotta do is whatever you gotta do, right? But speaking of what we gotta do, I still have no idea how to pronounce that. But something about a cute lair that we gotta talk to Barry about, so that should be exciting. But we will do that in just a moment. We're back now. Take this quest on that I cannot pronounce, and I'm just not gonna embarrass myself again on trying to pronounce it. Because I have an idea, and I'm just like, nope. I'm so good at not embarrassing myself. I half forgot to look where he was going to be. What a spot, and look at him just dancing, jamming, having the time of his life. What a guy. I am the jam. I am the traffic. Sorry, nose. He'll never catch me. Well, not if you get a head start, bro. It's going to rain later. I'm just like, okay, this time I'm paying attention. Because to be fair, okay, I didn't look hard enough on the quest that we had with Ritsuko's friends, that is Gori and Washimi. There was clearly the towel icon out here, but it blended in so well, and I wasn't looking for a towel icon. I was looking for their icon. My bad. That's what Post Me got to see. So this time, though, I can clearly see it. And not also because, you know, this is happening, but, you know, still funny. Never close enough to talk to them. Yeah, where'd you come from? You said to catch you. I'm very sneaky.
Well, you might have won this one. But I have a secret even you can't figure out. It's so secret that no one knows about it.
Not even Cinnamon Roll? Harumi knows all in the swamp.
No one! Well, except for Cherry, of course. You'll never find our secret lair.
Lair? Wait, where?
Yeah. You'll never get it on me.
I mean, I may not get it out of you. But what about you?
A lair? What lair? I don't know anything about lair. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you about it. Barry said it was for rapscallions and rogues only. And you're neither of those.
I'm totally a rogue. I'm a verified rascal. I'm a huge rapscallion. I'm the world's biggest scamp.
Nope, I won't give in that easily. You can't trick me.
Apparently, I am following to the lair regardless of what you think, little one. And according to the bright soul of light that teleports.
Me and Baku are both really cool and mysterious, right? Oh, by the way, I thought you might like this.
Thanks for bringing me to this amazing island. Where are the other outfits for all the rest of them? Sorry, I need to get that out of my system. They have nothing else to add. We just investigate.
And remember, always ask for the password. Don't let anyone in without the password. Yep, always ask for the password. What's the password again? Oh, it's...
Get out notebook, pay close attention. More like, gets out notebook, pays close attention. And noted.
Nice try, I can see you over there.
What do you mean? This clearly blocks us. I don't know what you're saying.
Come on, Cherry, into the lair.
See it. It's being
Mean and finicky.
Am I really I am the traffic. I am the jam. I'm sorry, guys. Now, how come they could just go straight in now, huh? What's up with that? With feeling? I want to try to guess. Oh, I need to be like, where, dude? Right? How? Don't face the door that you want to enter. You know, this takes me back to my Let's Go Pikachu Nuzlocke, which of course you can check out over here on the YouTube side of things. Full videos are out, so enjoy also the cute little thumbnails that I made for them. One has a special guest star, if you will, in it, and this was during the wonderful Silphco takeover, and when I finally got the key card, I was like, okay, go up to the door. Okay, then yeah, that's how it works, right? And then there was a break that I had of playing, unfortunately, and I was so confused on how to open it. I thought you had to go up to the actual keypad. Turns out you just had to go up to the door. Again, don't be afraid of doors. But this one, in turn, was like, go turn the way behind you and thus ask the water. I know that's more of a probably like where they had the hitbox of where it's supposed to activate this, but would be nice not to get trolled on the magnifying glass away from it. Should definitely be in the entrance. But either case, from Cherry.
What's the password?
Open Sesame 0451. Let me in. Admin?
Nope, you can't come in. Great job, Cherry. Thanks, Barry. Okay, he's gone. You don't happen to have any purple pudding, do you?
No. Why? I think I see where this is going.
I might maybe possibly consider telling you the password. If you bring me the purple pudding.
Why are you demanding such treats, little one? Who do you think you are? Wouldn't we be the ones bargaining? Why are you bargaining with me? Hi there, one. Now you're actually facing us, which is kind of funny. And then you turn away, which is always sad. I know. That's why I was like, well, it's only because we're here and I rarely am there. I keep on forgetting it's fine. Been too long. Should probably collect them. Alright. Sorry. Let me run into a tree first. I'll really get the juices flowing. And pain more so. Alright, there it is. You know, you just have to be further away, but in the water. Okay, fine. My bad. Still, same principle. Have it by the door. But is that the unmistakable scent of purple pudding? Okay, the password is cherry. You can't tell anyone the password. That's bad. Sec. He's right. Don't even write it down. But what about my purple pudding? We'll seek you one later. No one is allowed in without the password. I guess Barry's right. If someone happened to find the password hidden in a certain pumpkin patch, then they could come into the secret lair and give me my purple pudding. Huh. I go here through this so often. What are you talking about? I can clearly see it on the map. Look at this beautiful radius. What? This wasn't here a second ago. Password now. Sorry. Is it? Yeah, it is. The scribbles seem to say berry and cherry for the letter 4 Eva. You know, they do actually, minus the secret special character, if you know the password allows you to have that or not. I'll be a little easy if you really want to think about them in that way, but they got a number in there. Sorry. There we go. Distance.
What's the password? Berry and cherry forever.
Oh, that's wrong. Nope, that's not the password.
What? But that's...
We changed it just now. Now the password is different, and that means you can't come in. I heard yelling. Is everyone okay? Berry and cherry won't let me in. The duo have a secret lair. Berry, cherry, are you in there? No. Are you keeping our friends out?
I'm not. I want to let them in.
What? It's supposed to be a secret lair.
Yeah, but then I can't get snacks delivered.
Or show off how cool it is. Even a secret lair is more fun with friends. Ugh. Fine. But that better be a great purple pudding. Excuse me, I need the cut of the scene transition to enter. Wow, they were busy now, weren't they? Welcome to our cool, not-so-secret lair. Do you still have that purple pudding? Of course, I saved it just for you! Dude. Let me break the game as I explore for no reason, because there's nothing in here, by the way, for me. But you know what? Why you gotta tease the stuff, bro? For a second, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna make me talk to big challenges on accident. Yay, it's so purple! Thanks for letting us in, Barry. Sure, I guess it's a pretty sweet lair, right?
I did the interior design. What do you think?
So mysterious, super cool.
Edgy as heck. Thanks. I love it too.
And I'll make sure to note your new address for delivering mail. Good. I just ordered a big rock to roll over the entrance. Barry, no! Aw, but I just got inside. What about the gnolls having a swell time? Let alone this being technically supposed to be a passageway? Question mark?
He's kidding. You can hang out here whenever you bring me purple pudding.
Okay. They're never gonna be back in here. Who are we kidding? But okay, so again, this was technically the you know, a little secret shortcut. It's supposed to be. I do wish there was something here, like a chest. But I do like how they did something with this. Now it's just a little bit longer. But that's okay, because I don't use that, or really haven't ever used it to get on through to the other side. But with that, if you were curious, that does take care of that one right there. As far as Sorry Friends and Family go, of course, there's still not too many left, actually, but still plenty to look forward to, again, in the ways when it comes to specifically Cinnamon Roll and, of course, Retsuko. Again, we're ignoring one because, oh my gosh. But as far as visitors go, they honestly have the most, which is crazy. But again, we started here with them, so it's interesting also that they had 2 quests. I wasn't thinking about it, but I mean, there are 2 of them, right? So it makes sense. But I do enjoy, again, the also quest when it comes to Cinnamon Roll versus a lot of the other characters. I just find them more interesting. And then also Retsuko, of course. As far as Spooky Celebration, we're doing a fantastic job, even though it feels a bit slow. And then as for furniture, there we have it, because, well, I didn't have to put much work into that. As far as, of course, taking the time to actually ask the gnoll and search for it, you know? It's nice to just have it appear, and that is always fun. But now, of course, with that being done, we now have the ultimate quest, the ultimate sacrifice. And that is, of course, DLC. But with now the 2 I wasn't even paying attention about her outfit. Oh my gosh. I'm taken aback. We're gonna worry about my quest later. I don't... That is the Lamppost quest, but I don't know about the other bit here. And that's the wand. Do it. Lame. Try it again. Lame! I'm just kidding. It's not like they've changed that much. Water, though. The sadness! Again, this will be a lot easier with home skilly. One more time. That's what I'm talking about. The magic. Oops. Oh, and it's raining in Mount Hothead right now. Which is not super important unless you need a critter. I guess I'm going here the boring way. Sorry. I didn't check. I mean, it's not that boring. But it kind of feels boring. we go. All right. The power of wands. Yeah. We're at that point now. But maybe... Just kidding. Probably won't mean much. But I can think it means everything. Can think it. Now again, the only reason why there's so much stuff is because I haven't played. And again, that is just how it works. Secrets. The flashes. Sorry. On this side of things, there's just far more. Which is unfortunate. RNG is working so well right now. Working overtime. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, let's see. Damn. Even the easy one has it. Oh my gosh, help. Oh no. Even the easy one. Oh no. Enjoy your nap. Okay. I'm gonna go back here. The most expensive of them all. I joke, but it's so weird when it allows you to do it and not, man. Anyways. Friendship! Friendship! We did do it! We got to 26! Yeah! Okay. Well, it was a little anticlimactic. But it happened. Oh, that's so silly, dude. Okay. That's funny. All right. That's... Ah! Getting stuck. My favorite pastime. No, of course, we're gonna be backtracking to a lot of this again. Or at least I will. I may, you know, cut a bit out, but I don't really know what I want to do about it. I mean, this is just part of the journey. I'm always hopeful. I don't know why. Let's go all the way up here. I doubt it. So disappointing. That's less disappointing. But to me, I find it disappointing, you know? Like, I mean, you made your way all the way up here. So it's kind of like, why not? You know? Maybe that's just the greed. But like I said, otherwise it's pretty empty up here. And it's... Again, just because it's expansive, just because it's in pieces, doesn't mean that it's expansive. Okay? But, you know, if we learned more about the lore, then that would be good. You know how it goes? You know how it can be? These are the things. Okay, so, as I was saying a bit ago, is that, well, with a heavy sigh, we gotta do a lot of backtracking. I gotta do a lot of backtracking on these lampposts. So, we can work together. There'll just be a lot of cuts. I will try my darndest, though, which I am terrible at doing in the first place. But I will try my darndest to bring up the map once I'm over there, but sometimes the journey over is very lackluster and just long. So that means more work for me, that is post me, but that's okay. We're here to just indulge and find, maybe, the final lamppost that I was desperately trying to find last time, but just could not seem to find it with the guides that I was using. There were 2 separate guides, but luckily someone was kind enough to share what they found on the internet, and thus it shows, supposedly, all of them. So that leaves the question on where did I leave my final one? So, what I have an idea of too, which is I'm already halfway, or not even halfway, but headed towards, is that I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way to the top and hope for the best. According to it, technically, I do not even need to be in this final area. That is, it's all pre, so that's a good sign, but I feel like I also looked at all over these places, already fixed them, and again, that's all you need to do. You don't need to activate them, it's just you need to just repair them. That means the circle is complete, but not, of course, complete with the magical wand that you may or may not have on your person. So, until I've gotten to the first bit of this journey, which, luckily for us, there's a lot in this first area. So until I've gotten to the first 2, or at least that's what I'm going to count them as for the first 2, but your counting may vary. So until then. All right, so here is our first batch, and yep, did this fine and dandy little bit. Of course, we helped the beautiful fowl statues and thus lighting the way to make these all nice and active and nice and spinny, as we can see. Of course, spin or don't spin. The next one, sorry, I also forgot. I mean, I guess alluded, and I already forgot. But this is where we are, and this is the row, if you will. Now, I did mention this the last time when looking over this, but obviously this angle completely does not show it. Again, I believe in the idea that when the time comes, this map will be updated, because to be fair, this basically looks like how it used to look overall in the game. So it is interesting that as far as DLC goes, it's pre-update rendering, because it's not as detailed. It's pretty pixelated, but sometimes you can see that some of them are incomplete when we have completed them. These are terrible examples because they're all pixelated, but in turn, yeah, that's kind of how it was. And of course, since it's a circle, it's not the greatest angle, but either case, I'm making my way to the next one. I think right there, actually, we just saw it broken, but it's not broken. As I'm trying to find it, but yeah, you can see it also on the mini-map, but if you can't see it, this is the next one. So I will go to the map, and dun, 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 dun. So again, it is broken, but at least as far as at least as far as I've gotten, it is actually not broken, which again, I'm sure will be reflected in time. And what I'm referring to, in case, sorry, you're also like, what are you even talking about? What are you on? I'm talking about how this, well, sure, it's pixelated and stuff. This got updated, right? This is fixed. This is all fixed. It even includes all this mess, and there is dimension, right? When you see like the circle to find the treasure, it's actually at an angle. It's not just a solid circle like it used to be. So I'm hoping that at least with as far as these details go, we'll have that at some point here over on the DLC side, but alas, not at the moment. But of course, that takes care of 3 on this side. So until the next bunch are in sight and in view. Okay, we are back with more the same weather, because of course we are. But more importantly, we are over here now. So we just took a nice little fast travel and just made our way over here. It is very pixelated, but yes, they are broken on this side of things. But in turn, they are complete on this side of things and fully complete as well, given that we had the right magical wands to complete them. But there were actually 3 that were busted, and thus the Gemmies brought them back to life. So that one was all settled too. As far as, of course, again, lampposts are concerned. The next one is, or the next ones are just gonna be pretty much over here. So for example, one was over here. We completed it. It was great. It was grand. Next one that was busted was over here. Fixed it. Great. It was grand. And of course, the centerpiece, after all, was also fixed. And well, isn't that grand? I did not come over here to collect what was left. My bad. Not that it's a huge deal. I mean, they could just chill here for the end of time, and that's totally fine too. No rush. Don't have anything for that. But that is just the case of what was here. So, in turn, the next ones, which we can stick together for, why not, is going to be with these to collect, but no. I should probably look at the map to get a better idea. Also to give you all the sites that you were missing, right? So right here, again, you can kind of see... Sorry, I don't think I can actually kind of get it. That one was broken there. There you have it. These are the gardens. So that was fixed. And then fixed as well. But I'm just slightly in the wrong position. Because I need to be a tier higher. Silly me. Getting distracted by jammies, of course. That's my excuse. Don't worry about it. But then we go up here. We go up 1 tier. And then we make our way over here. So of course, these. Oh my goodness. Jump or spin it. The jump is so weird for this part. I don't really get it. But either case, let me take a look. We're right here. So I read it wrong a little bit, but those were fine. And that, you know, in my mind, that's the gems I was looking for. Sorry. Oh, we gotta make our way actually a little bit further. I get so thrown off, and yet I'm keeping you all with me during the ride because I need to be right here. Again, perspective, but yes, those were complete down there, thus they mirrored each other, so this was completed. Fantastic, isn't it? That's right. And then with a little hop, skip, and a beat, these were also completed. Oh my gosh, what a guy. Pay no mind to me hitting all the wrong buttons. Dude. Does that count? Yes, it does. Sweet. My bad. Awesome. Okay. Back to the real task at hand, and of course we did complete this, so thus we got the reward. Because it was just easy as selecting the same one that was in the center. Not a hard puzzle whatsoever. Now, the next one, if I'm going the way that I'm going on the map-wise, and again, here's where we are, my bad. I need to get up here, which isn't difficult. So, in fact, keep you all along again, and we're just gonna fast travel here. So I did all this, prepared all those, prepared over here too, and then you found it. Well done. I'm sure there's more magic to be found. And then I did, and daughter was popping off. It was great. Also took care of those if it's showing it, but I think they're showing actually different ones in this. Again, it's not a weather phenomenon. It's not super obvious, but I know I went to those because I was always like, what am I supposed to do with it? I don't get it, but I get it. What? Oh, yeah, there were patterns. But here, really? How did it crash? Did it seriously crash? Is that why? I swear I completed these. And I completed this, that is. That's so bad, dude. How could I have missed one and it cost one? Of course it's 1 and 1 and 1. Oh my gosh, embarrassing. Probably the last time that I was up here. Any of you who got those eagle eyes were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she missed it. Insanity, but there we go. Here I am thinking I already did it. Well, I think that answered my question. Easy as pie. Oh my gosh. Luckily it was that easy and we didn't have to go any further, but I was losing it. I should have paid attention to the spin. They weren't spinning. What am I doing? But the moment we've all been waiting for. And the brightness still just as bright. But Basmati, I can't believe you fixed every single lamppost. Here, have something for my secret stash. So, you get 2 opal, 2 diamond. So, may they be a part of your quest and journey. Now, to be fair, I am still only but a little bit bitter when it comes to the diamond. Because of the fact that, of course, we were gifted one of the diamonds. I know that sounds really silly and really petty, but I do think that that's a little bit of a ripoff. I mean, I'm grateful that they were kind enough to gift it to us, and of course they made it clear that make sure you know you had the DLC and all that fun stuff, which was like, huh? But yeah, I mean, I'm still more really biased about how the game should be in my own wonderful thought and process. Now, of course, too, we still need diamonds to open up chests. So it's still like, yay, we can make the wand. Yeah, let's go. But also I'm like, but the chest though. So the journey will still continue. They're still out there, but at least this mystery has been solved. But of course, now with this beautiful victory comes the greater responsibility. And that's the fact that I like to make them in gold. So that means silly old me is gonna have to do this, unfortunately, a few times. And a few times extra, because why not? So, in turn, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and once I'm done, I will cut. Again, it's the same thing being repeated over and over again. I do think that it shouldn't be like this, that you should get more for doing it, because otherwise, like, And now again, you don't have to make your stuff in gold. I just like doing that. So I know I'm putting this burden, air quotes, on myself, but I just like the gold. What can I say? Consistency. So, though, until I'm done getting the gold flex. All right, the deed has been done. So, for sure I could have also done this for the quest of the day to make a wand, but figured making more of hers was definitely the way to go about it. So, we'll do that. We do this. And of course, we do this. And I didn't realize you could get fancy with it. I don't want to think about it. Nope. I'm not even going to worry about it. That freaks me out a bit. I didn't. Nope. Nope. Dun, 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 dun. The diamond wand has finally been made. So. There it goes. Extra cool. Now, there are quite a few places that, of course, this can be used. In particular, one of the places, of course, is a gate. The other place is, of course, this little bubble that is literally hiding a comic book. So, I know, just what you wanted to have, just what you wanted to hold. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna at least be here. And I guess, actually, I don't want to be fast, and I'd rather have home skilly. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to complete what I can, because there's also some of these lampposts that could be completed as well with the diamond. So I'm gonna try to do that. I don't have a guide, only myself is my own guide. But down here at this little quad, that's where there was also a group of them that wasn't complete because, again, no diamond, so we'll be making our way. And we're just gonna hope that, you know, we feel complete as we get more wheat hearts. And of course, clearing that bubble from the map. But before we do that, there will be another cut, and when I return, the journey will commence. So until then, with the weather phenomena ending, we are back to, of course, take a journey. Now, I think what I firstly want to do is I want to get a little higher. Again, it's gonna snow later, huh? So I think that is about where it's leveled. Okay. Right before you. So we go. Then... and then you get flashed, because that's how the game works. Not intentional, but here we go. We can be complete now. Like magic. So this was on the way. And again, this was basically the copycat. And that was the way you could figure it out. I do not have what they need for that. Again, I think it's really random. There you are. Oh my gosh, I thought I didn't make it for a second. Like, and I'm just about to fall. That's great. Now, was this worth it? You tell me. Like, was it? Why? Like, what did it benefit from being trapped behind the diamond? I really wish I knew. But alas, we will never know. It just, that's all it was. I mean, we could see it, but it's just like, why? What was so important? Especially since also the tree gave us one too. One of the weaker points, I would say. I really don't remember where that gate was for this, but I do know. I gotta fall. Over here. Shazam. Bada bing. Bada boom. I missed. There we go. Another one complete. Sorry, I was about to go to map out of habit. That's the best part. But with that, I like I feel like I know where it is, but I don't know where it is. 'Cause yeah, you were one. Me backtracking extra time. There really wasn't much to do here except for this weird gate. Where I'm like, or well, it looks like a gate. And I'm like, what is the point? There's that one, but that's not it. Yeah. I don't remember. But what I do remember, we gotta go to the into the sands. We gotta be all the way over here. So let's go here. And then this. And of course, again, this was not ever complete. I didn't even know where. The... Oops. Really? So it I mean, I swear... Did I just not try hard enough with these? Did I just not try hard enough? Oh my gosh, embarrassing. What? Sorry, I hit the wrong one. Wow, my brain was like really overthinking this one. I swore in my brain, I guess I didn't try these. The ones that they showed. Why would it be the ones? Okay, that was my bad. Probably yelling at me about that one too. Like, oh my gosh, she's not trying the ones that are obviously right there. Why isn't she trying the ones that are obviously right there? And to be honest, I couldn't tell you why I did not try the ones that are obviously right there. So whoops. That was one that I needed to do. Again, there's one somewhere that involves this. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I do not remember. It's just again a gate that you just had to use it on. I would have to pass that gate again, but that was basically what you needed the diamond for. In particular, of course, again, the orb, and then finishing that one out, and of course finishing the other one out. I would have to revisit a lot of these, unfortunately, to figure it out once more, but I'm gonna leave it as is. Now, of course, what I mean by leave as is, though, is that we still have this. Now, I never did it that way, and I'm not really paying attention, but that's basically the gist. I was trying to hop off, sorry. Just gonna mess it up. So, there you have it. I'm not a very huge fan of the whole Simon Says business. It's probably my least favorite thing to do in games, especially on screen. I did do what I could when it came to the one in, of course, Stardew Valley, but I couldn't, for the life of me, on stream figure out the last one. Like, my brain just could not keep up. So basically, of course, what I did was I did off stream and I recorded it, and then I just played it back. Because let's be real, it's hard being on the spot, and my brain is just not about the whole Simon Says play this song. So I'll play this tune in light. Now, I did not hit it like that before. Of course, when going by, I mostly hit it going through the gates, and then I magically got one, and then I hit the center, and then it's like, oh, yay. But then as soon as I messed it up, it was just like, never mind. So there is a bit of a sequence and process to it, but you know, that's okay as well. I just had the wrong one equipped. I'm like, what? My bad. There we go. This was another one that had a diamond that needed to be here, so I'll save it. So I'm not exactly sure how I want to go about it, but that's basically the gist. But also, the online can give all the answers you need, so I also have that as a backup, if you will. So that I can partially turn my brain off, but also still keep it on after all. I can always attempt some of it, but not my favorite bit. I don't think there is anything else I wanted to do here. So again, this is where we are. I went over here to these lampposts to finish them out. I'll travel here. It's not worth it. Not worth it to me anyways. I mean, again, I could try it, have some luck, try it again, but not fully about it. Again, if they're spinning, we're in the clear. If they're not spinning but stagnant, you know something's wrong. Or my pattern is wrong. I'm terrible at realizing that I had it all along. I just didn't try it. Which I think is weird because I could have sworn I did. Just trying the wrong ones. I don't know, man. What I know of patterns. But here we go. This is the gate I was looking for. I thought it was in sand. I just forgot where. So, if we want to take a peek, it's over here. In this quadrant. In the grand scheme of things. But that's the one I remembered. At this point, I think it's just more lampposts for me. I think. Oh, I don't, again, really remember, but it's not a huge deal. I mean, I'm happy to have more completed. That's all I could ever ask for. But pretty weak sauce. That one was. It is snowing in the seaside, so lucky us, we'll have some snow knolls to destroy later. As far as, though, something else that has to be done. Which I despise in many ways, but I will do it. But before I do it, there'll be a dramatic pause. And then it will be done. So, dramatic pause. Which is actually not even going to be, in fact, maybe that dramatic, because it'll just be back like that. But still, in real time, it's a dramatic pause. Because this one hurts my soul. We were back. It's not worth it, Sweetheart. That was like, oh god. That was so expensive, man. You just imagine, you know, you're just trying your darndest and the game is like, here, you just gotta use one. You got plenty on you, don't you? I mean, like, easy. So just 8 more. Which some of that 8 is, of course, with transforming into specific stuff, but again, I think that's probably the weaker point of the game, is that instead of it just being like kind of like a roulette, because I think that would be more interesting, they're like, you need to be this specific item to pass, which, I mean, I get it, because they're just introducing you and they want you to use and transform into the newer stuff in the game, but then I'm also like, but what's the point? That's what it comes down to. While it is cool to be able to transform and stuff, whatever the stuff may be, I'm still like, why? I mean, let alone the stick was just, I feel like a troll. So, like, I want there to be a better reason, but also I'm like, that's just so much stuff, and then what it asks for is just ridiculous. To make 10 of the items, but some of the 10 is just like, oh my gosh. Now again, kudos to any of you out there who are taking the plunge to do it, but that will not be me. It would never and could never be me. I am sorry, not sorry. But with that, that does complete the DLC portion for me and what I can do. Again, whip-de-doo. By the way, it wasn't even the final one that's still out there. The lamest reward. We got new tunes. Awesome. But again, the lamest reward there could be. Sorry, there is 8, so if you wanted to do math, of course, you know, we were told 29. I will forever miss that diamond. We'll have at least one opal to hang around, but we do need 2 diamonds still, which I know kinda about how that's gonna go. Whoops. But it all will be dependent on what I can get, and that is fine. But I'm hoping for at least it not to be too painful. Again, it's just not my favorite thing to do, but I will persevere through it all the same. Which, of course, speaking of persevering, there's one thing I gotta persevere through, and that is to, again, make the cabin for the one and only. And I'm trying to think about how I would pronounce her name, but I haven't really said her name, but I need to make it. Again, she'll be coming in 3 days. I'm assuming it's a 3-day count. That's usually what it is. So if I scroll, not you. But sorry, you Monica? I mean, I'm assuming, but it's not quite how I know how one would spell, let alone pronounce. Could be the same though, which makes sense. But yes, traveling in 3 days. So I gotta make that. And then, of course, then these 2, again, they need her to be here in order for them to come. So I'm not worried about them. But this little cutie appeared kind of all of a sudden, and yeah, it does not need to have you know who, but of course all that furniture needs to be in place, so there is that. So if we take a look and we head over here, of course, to that one is where I was going to put them until I was rudely interrupted. Hello, buddy. And yeah, I'm still a little sad that it happened, considering how close it was to be done. But of course, what it did save, that part looks a little funky, was, well, the fact that it was upgraded. It saved this. Gee, thanks. But alas, the room was not. So, as I mentioned the last time when I worked on it, what I was going to do was basically I was going to cut till just about and bring it back to where the point was, where it was just the final touch. So that is my plan still. So until this room is basically going to look how it used to look, and then I'll cut it back for the final piece. I will also remember to save regularly, because gosh darn, I'm gonna let this game crash on me again. So until it's more or less complete. All right, so this may look familiar, may look a little bit different. This is, I would say, a new addition. That is this little cute one up here. And then of course there's the mic here. Very, very nice. And also for this, I did change the wood, and then this, I changed the overall color as well. But more or less, this is exactly how it looked before devastation occurred. Now, theoretically, it does satisfy. I am technically done, but there was one other piece that I also did customize in here, and I definitely scrolled like this, nice and slow, just to be on the safe side, because yeah, I did not want to have it crash again. I also saved a few times when making it, just to make sure. Now, You know, who knows? Things definitely, you know, maybe could have been different, but alas, I was pretty much satisfied with this, so finding the spot where it ended up is always a fun journey, but there it is for whatever reason. And I put this right here, and thus, well, one more time. Freaks me out a little bit. This will be here. I don't exactly remember if this was the tune that was playing. Haven't really paid attention, but it will suffice. I'm not too pressed about it. Otherwise, though, with the satisfactory of this cabin, everything is all set. There's nothing else to be done. I'm happy to have it done finally, with that extra bonus item, of course, because it's not necessary. And always exit your cabin too, right? I'll save it, but of course, no harm in also doing a manual save like this too, just to be on the extra safe side. So, as far as visitors are concerned, Manka is all set in the sense of also what she wants. That is, of course, from the espresso machine to the elegant dress. Of course, with the furniture too. As far as though, for the course, this one, well, I mean, honestly, a very huge surprise villager visitor. Sorry. I am all tuckered out on making that place, though. Of course, I did cut a huge chunk, so you just got to see the end bit there. But yeah, I am. I mean, they used to not wear me out as much, but the fact that, yeah, that if one crash happened, I just feel pretty worn out from it all the same, unfortunately. So that'll be tackled another time. Again, I'm not too pressed about it, but just also another thing to look forward to in the ways of making a place. But in particular, I need her to move in before the other two can. But I also can make the places too. Probably make them another time when there is some more downtime to do so. But other than that, I do feel complete in our journey for today, so that's always good and exciting, right? Always good to feel complete when a long journey of making places, am I right? Speaking of long journeys, rip to the fish derby. May the fish that got away live forever peacefully in the night, because, well, that's exactly what happened a lot of the time. As far as, though, we have it. Let's go. I waited. I stalled. All right. And it crashes, dude. Are you serious? This game is so unserious. I'm getting trolled left and right. Are you kidding me? This is about when it crashed the last time. No, dude. Oh. Don't tell me.
It's a new day, that's why it crashed.
I'm kidding. Thank everything that I finished that cabin. Oh my gosh. If it crashed again from that cabin, I literally would have just been like, all right. Okay. Oh my. All right, we're just gonna wait, and that's the plan until something happens. Oh, whoops. Teehee. My bad. Bruh. Do not tell me. Because I've been able to go into the DLC when it snowed, okay? It snowed, Starfall. I'm just collecting the snow, that's fine. Not on my mind. But when it has Starfall, I've been in there and it didn't do anything. And then I left because I just wanted to see it because I didn't think anything of it. Not that it would have mattered. But, you know, I just took it in. I was like, okay, cool, bye. Because it was cool. I'm worried it's confused as heck. Alrighty. Well, I've been waiting. Nothing has transpired as of yet. So, we're just gonna call this as is and live with the regrets, the sacrifices that were made, and disappointments that were seen once again. I have been able to get to the DLC side of things when it has Starfall. It only happened one other time. So I was really excited for that moment because that is how we're gonna get the final critter. But the game had other ideas. Might still have some ideas because it says it's still gonna be later. So I don't know if it has to be like a full cycle or it is just deeply confused. Which sucks a lot. The time that the crash occurred. Again, the last time that the crash occurred though was around this time for me. And this also happened to me off stream one time when I was playing and when I was talking about when the title screen was at first the, you could say, lemon time versus the other whatever it was time. So I don't know what happened with that, but it just happened all of a sudden. Like it was just thinking updating something in the day or what have you. I do think that sucks, especially if you're in the middle of something, because literally it was almost around the same time making the cabin, so careful. I don't know what it means, but alas, maybe I'll have to wait another time. Maybe I have to mess with the machine, but I really try not to mess with the machine when it comes to the weather. So still hoping for the best. But besides that occurring, we did get a lot done today as far as quests went and as also as far as friendship. Because of course, well, I didn't have her yet. Oopsies. We do have it. So reaching level 26 has, of course, unlocked the companion ability for the Fall Apart. At the current time, 15% chance to refund crafting materials, which is really, really nice. Unfortunately, I did not have her when I was crafting. Didn't even think about it, because of course we didn't get the ta-da, you know, right, screen. We just got there, and although the sliver isn't there, there's probably some little teeny bit that has been victorious in that regard. Besides that, though, we were successful in making a cabin for Manka. So that's cool. Great. Traveling in 3 days, so hopefully we'll get to chat. Maybe learn a little bit. Maybe not. Otherwise, you know, cabin away. But I feel like the cabin is cursed. And maybe they are cursed. Maybe they are broken. Besides that, though, we of course have entered the second part for the spooky celebration, which actually has me very intrigued, especially since the 2 visitors that we also got to have a quest with have outfits. So that gives me hope that, the visitors that are also here have the opportunity to also have outfits that aren't just this. Minus Ritsuko's gang. Don't know about that one. I mean, I'm cool either way, but there's how the weather has changed, so it looks like it might have to be a full cycle. That is, when I say weather, the time of day. So it does say only at night. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to basically still close it out here for the stream portion, but then keep the game going and running and wait till it is, again, a full cycle, as it were, for the day, and then as it creeps into night again, just to see where the Starfall is and record that. So that's why I'm closing out, but also just triple checking, because I also know that sometimes when there has been weather phenomena, they do still occur, but then they get cut short. Don't know why that is. Don't know what to do about it. I know that is well, if there's anything that can be done. Now, I do know that these 2, of course, reduce time between weather events by 50%, but I don't really want them to mess with anything. I am too terrified of messing with the game, and considering, again, its kind of finickiness when it comes to certain things, so that's why I'm also just letting it happen naturally, so I will hope for the best. As far as the DLC side of things went, of course, finally! All because, thanks to help, again, with a beautiful picture to find the final lamppost that, again, I swore I did, but I guess I didn't, so I'm happy for it. And of course, with that though, that does mean we're out of diamonds, but we do have one final opal gemstone to hold on for dear life. I'm kidding. But to hold on to and to cherish, I do hope that, though, all works out for the other portion inside of things when it comes to the DLC. And that, again, is for the basically... well... a different kind of phenomena when it comes to, of course, ringing. Sorry, what I can as far as a pattern goes, but it's not my favorite thing in the world, and I'm not really looking forward to it. So again, the internet may be my guide, but you know, I'll try to play along too with it, but I just don't want to get too frustrated with it. That's basically it. I also forgot, of course, as I normally do, that as far as also exploring around, though, we were able to pick up more gems, gemmies, and of course the beautiful sands of time when it comes to, of course, that was last selected, the shimmering sand. So that's very cool, and that we have 70 now, and there's just 4 left. Apparently I missed one somehow. That's fine, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Got a fair amount of those, and of course those 2. And then that's fine. Of course, this is the one I've left. 6 is good. This is just me seeing what I left because the totals are fine otherwise. So in fact, I'll just let Lenol collect this, as yes, you are totally talking to us. But again, we're just gonna hope for the best when it comes to all the extras that can be found as far as the DLC goes. But of course, with the time that we have, that is a countdown for our new visitor. Again, what will they be like in the midst of everyone else? And of course, once we have her move in, what in turn will the other 2 be like? And then for the other one, how glamorous will I make that cabin, and will it unfortunately crash again? Or will I be patient enough that the scrolling won't even make a huge difference? One can hope. And of course, when it comes to the weather, will there be a cut back to where the Starfall is in the DLC? Or will it be back to the roulette in time? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.